But first, let's go to Fox News. That's honestly like the first thing I did was to switch over to Fox. And Sean Hannity they did like a 20-minute waiting for Donald Trump to speak in South Korea. Like all of a sudden, like foreign policy so important. They didn't even in their scroll underneath didn't even acknowledge there was elections going on. But here is poor Tucker Carlson getting the news.
It is Election Day in the state of Virginia, the most closely watched race of this year. Ralph Northam, physician, VMI graduate, Democrat, at this hour, 58% reporting. He is at 51%. Ed Gillespie, former Republican Party head, he is at 48%. Numerically, fairly close, but Northam in the lead at this hour. Of course, we're going to bring you the results as we get them minute by minute. We've got breaking news here. Okay, we are now reporting that Ralph Northam has won the Virginia governor's race. Ralph Northam, the Democrat, beating Ed Gillespie with 58% in. We are projecting that he is the winner tonight. So we will bring you more detail on that. And I don't know if we can, Kristen Fisher is live at the Ralph Northam headquarters right now. Kristen, are you there? We're going to get to Kristen Fisher in just a second. I don't think we have official statements from either camp. But as we just said, we are now declaring or acknowledging the declaration that Ralph Northam is the winner in this race. And it looks like by about 3 points. Kristen Fisher, I think, is standing by at the Northam headquarters in Virginia tonight. Kristen?
There it is, folks. Poor Tucker Carlson.
Is MS-13 going to be in charge of law enforcement in Virginia now? I mean, it's a serious question.
He was so depressed about it that he didn't even have the energy to do that. Man. Right. I mean, now maybe his dog got hit by a car or something yesterday, and that's why he was so down, but he was super depressed.
Fluffles Eichmann got hit by a car.
Just 3. And then, of course, it ended up being closer to 9 points. But it was difficult for him. But he was so depressed. I wonder if, can
we book a professor to talk about transgender people or something?
Well,
perk me up.
That may also be why he was upset, because a trans woman won her race, and we'll talk more about this, but she ran, from what I've heard of her speaking and have read, she ran just a very localized race and seemed to be completely on top of the issues and well-spoken, et cetera, but coincidentally, or maybe not so coincidentally, she ran against the guy who launched, in many respects, the whole transgender bathroom pushback legislation stuff. And she defeated him. So maybe that's why Tucker was so upset. There was a bunch of other reasons why he might be upset, not the least of which is that if you are a Republican partisan right now, you have to be very, very concerned that 2018 is going to be a bloodbath, because you're watching people resign from Congress. There were 2 resignations yesterday. Granted, they were in deeply red states, but these are, and what yesterday is going to do is, to the extent that there were already far more candidates for office across the country than there were in prior off-year elections, there's going to be even more. In fact, and I'm going to try and find the statistic, and maybe I'll say it, but Alec McGinnis had tweeted this, and it was incredible. The number of contested seats that were in this race as opposed to 2013, which is the analogous year. Maybe it would have been 2015 or 2013. I don't know. I will check it out. In Virginia was stunning. And there's a lot of implications to that. We talk about it a little bit with Dave Weigel. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos